In the last part, the head of the Workforce Capital Corporation was captured and rushed to the lab, so that the team can work to extract the information needed to secure the project from the many threats of espionage they face on a daily basis. Since any leak can lead to the failure of the project, and to all of their deaths, at the hands of their violent and corrupt government, it is essential that they successfully obtain the needed information from the Workforce Corporation. This scene takes place the following morning, after the team has had a chance to make some preparations to extract the very secure neural interface device.
I certainly hope that you both have a good plan. He can only be drugged a short while, before even more safeguards lock the tech we are looking for so tight we will never extract it. We are stealing this technology, because it is almost impossible to hack into. Military grade would be easy to break into. Compared to this, I am the computer expert here, and on my skill alone, we will never break into this technology. I certainly hope your plan works.
I understand your concerns. The drug that I gave to sedate him had similar enough effects to the self-prescribed booze that he was so amply filling himself with, that it should buy us plenty of time to get what we are looking for. Basically, it is within the error tolerances of the tech with what I gave him. Military-grade hardware or not, the people who installed the tech knew better than to set its limits too strictly. They would not want a rich, powerful head of their company passing out in public, all because he likes to self-medicate too much. It is not just booze that he enjoys. He has a habit of putting quite a lot of interesting stuff into his system on a regular basis. If he had better personal habits, the little cocktail I prepared would have never worked. As it is though, we have plenty of time. And concerning the hardware that you cannot break into, you are thinking like a computer scientist, not a neurologist. The brain is the same as it was, for thousands of years. The brain itself cannot be encrypted, or secured. It processes how it processes, and no external hardware is going to change that, no matter how advanced it is. The neural interface might be very secure on the end, where it connects with the digital world, but there is only one way that it can interface with the brain, that is by using the language that the brain uses. It is through that side, where we will break into this hardware. The neural interface technology, by its very design, has to be the translator between the way the brain processes and the way the digital world does. It communicates with both languages, yet is only secure with one. There is no other team in the world better at understanding and communicating in the language of the brain than we are. We will unlock the digital end by going in through the neural side and break into the controls that way. Now to get started, we will just need to inject him with the nano interface solution I have prepared. Once that is done, we will wake him up and run his brain through some basic commands to gain control. Then we should be into the interface device.
You know that I personally do not have anything against roughing people up, more than a bit. But didn't your father explicitly warn us both to be gentle when possible? And I know I am just the military and weapons expert of the team, but is that not the type of nano solution that is lethal? I thought you had a solution that is less lethal.
Yes, I know what my father said, but he forgets that this is the single largest slave and clone holder in the world. Yes, he may just be doing the bidding of the shareholders, but the sheer numbers of men, women, and children that he sends daily to wars, factories, mines, factory farms, and brothels, is absolutely unconscionable. When making a choice between improving working conditions, or tightening up the technology, to turn people ever more like living zombies, he chooses the latter. I know that when he is not in that position, someone else will happily step in to fill the same role, but this does not excuse the many horrors he chose to do to other humans. You all know me. I am one of the kindest, most forgiving people on the team. I love making sure that we are moral and gentle people. I will always be one of the first to be so. But there is no way this human piece of filth is leaving this room in anything but small pieces. I could not live with myself, knowing what he would go on to do to others, the very day we would let him go. No, we cannot confuse being nice with what is in the moral best interest of this world. I could not face the many slaves he controls, if I were to allow myself to care for him. Yes, that solution is toxic. I do have one that is not, but this one is about 10% more effective. He is getting this one. Additionally, if you remember basic neuroscience, many brain operations still to this day are performed while the patient is awake. It reduces the damage and increases chance of success. Oh, and one last thing, we need the neural bridge once it is unlocked. We will need to take it out of his body, and I doubt you will find a neuroscientist in this building that is willing to be gentle on both the valuable equipment that we all desperately need, and this pig, who enslaves literally millions. Do it, doctor, shoot him up. Let's get this started. Now, let's turn on the external device we will use to communicate with the brain, and let's wake him up. Hello there, how are you doing today? Are you awake, and can you hear me?
Yes, I am. Where am I, and what is this thing on my face?
Why, this is the device that is helping us take control over your brain, so you can be useful, for once in your miserable life.
Okay, that sounds great. How fun. Wait, why did I just say that? I am confused.
You are saying that, because I have loaded pre-programmed scripts running, that are taking over control of your brain, so that we can hack into the wonderful hardware you have.
Oh, how interesting.
Turn on the cameras in that device so he can see this next part. He will love it.
Done.
Okay, you can bring him in now.
Who is that? That looks like me. How did you clone me? Can I buy that technology?
We do not sell clones here. We were forced to create this monstrosity, to get the technology to work safely in peace from you. We had to make the poor thing into a puppet of sorts. It is now a biological robot, that we even have a remote control to. You cannot even call it life really, but tell me, what choice did we have? You made it clear that you would crush us all. And along with us, you would have crushed the one real chance our world has, to make something truly beautiful and extraordinary. You will never see this new world, or much else for that matter. I will not waste any more of my time on you.
Now it is time to lower your defenses. There is an incoming connection from that computer over there. You will let it connect, and mark it as trusted. Now my nanites are scrambling your mind, and with it, the defenses to your neural hardware. You will obey me now.
I will obey you now. So pretty, and so nice.
You did it. We are in. I can get it from here. We own this system now. Wow, that was impressive.
All non-essential personnel will have to leave now. We need to prepare for immediate surgery to remove that device. Dr. Strano Amori, we will get the clone ready to pass through all electronic security measures that they have. Can you please make sure that someone gets the remote control equipment ready?
No problem. Always a pleasure to help.
A little later that day.
I have been so nervous, waiting to hear. How did everything go? Were we able to successfully get the technology we need?
Thankfully, yes. I'd go and make as convincing an offer that I could, but you probably have heard by now that did not work out too well. Never someone to leave things to chance. I had alternate arrangements made to make sure that it would not cause problems. We were not seen last night when we were forced to take him along with the hardware we need. Thankfully, your daughter and Dr. Strano and Mori were already well prepared to safely extract the tech we need, and also to go back and get the rest from the WCC. She should be finishing up in surgery right around now. Remind me never to get on her bad side. As sweet and nice as she always is, she does have some truly powerful skills.
Yes, I always am so proud of her. She could take complete control over anyone's mind and get them to do literally whatever she wants, if she so chose, but she always is responsible. And continually shows so much respect for the knowledge and skill she has. I hope that you do not mind that I had them prepare a bit. I do appreciate you trying to be peaceful. But I do realize that this was always going to be the most likely option.
However this all worked out, I am very impressed at how well our team worked together to get this done. They made something very difficult go like clockwork without any problems.
Hi Daddy, sorry about the mess, But I was so excited at how well everything went. I wanted to tell you right away what is going on. We were able to safely extract the device. I was very careful not to damage it. It is in pristine shape. As an added bonus, we were able to virtualize his brain functions. I was able to make synthetic neural connections to the device, so that we can use our virtual copy of his brain, to control the device, if needed. There is also, other good news. There is not all that much security hardware needed to get our clone past their security. It should be completely ready, by the morning. Additionally, my team is having our virtual copy of his mind, and speech-related subroutines, call in sick today for him, so he will not be missed.
I knew I could trust you with this most important assignment. We will all sleep safer tonight thanks to the work that we have accomplished here.
If you need, I can pilot the clone robot tomorrow. I have already done extensive research on their offices, and will know exactly how to get the rest of what we need.
Yes, that would be very helpful, thank you. My team should already have a simulator ready, to practice with. By tomorrow, you will feel like it is really you there in the building.
The next day, the team was successfully able to round up the rest of the technology that they needed to keep the project secret from all those who would do it harm. With these tools, the team made steady progress towards their ultimate goal of being able to break the bonds of this evil world. As impressive as they already had the technology, it still was not sufficient to transfer life at that point. But these successes they had would buy them the safety that they would ultimately need to succeed. Please stay tuned for the next episode to see what new challenges await the team in this journey that would one day prove to be so important.